Troy transfer Tayton Connerway. Say that 5 times fast. Troy transfer Tayton Connerway. In the portal, it's got visits scheduled Indiana, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State. The reigning Sun Belt Player of the Year helped carry the Trojans to the NCAA tournament where they lost to Kentucky in the first round. Had they got a better matchup, I think there may have been some upset potential to the Troy team because of how good Connerway is. Top 50 individual defender in the country, PrevMia.com. Do a lot of things offensively, led Troy in almost every statistical category. Very, very important player for them, one of the most valuable players in the mid-major ranks. Now looking to move up, these three schools have landed him for a visit. Dion, what do you make of the list, and what do you make of Connerway's game?
I mean, you're a big fan of Tayton Connerway.
I am a
Uh,
big fan of Tatum
I'm
Conway.
just gonna be honest with everybody. Ralph was wrong every step of the way when it came to college football. Ralph has been right every step of the way when it came to when it's come to college basketball. I mean, the man can't miss. Everything he touches turns to gold. I'm not gonna be on the wrong side of Ralph this year. So that's one of my golden rules going into the upcoming season. Would it be 25, 26?
Yep,
Um, I won't be on the wrong side of your takes this time.
there you
So,
go.
I look at him, I see 27% from three. I gotta be honest, that doesn't jump off the page to me. But like you said, he's an awesome defender. He's a good athlete. Most importantly, he's one of Ralph's guys. And I think that is something that, like, seriously, everything he said this year has been correct. The Florida national title being like the cherry on the cake, I guess you could say. So I don't want to be on the wrong side of that. I see the three teams he's going to. I am going to make some shooting jokes here because that's what I do. He can't shoot. I know the perfect school that doesn't want to shoot. That's on his list, Mississippi State. I think he'll fit. I think he would fit in perfectly. No one's going to care if he misses because everybody else is going to be missing too.
He feels very Mississippi State because he's a tough player, tough-nosed player, really good defender. I do think his like lack of shooting is okay next to Josh Hubbard and also just kind of in that system. He's also a really good positional rebounder, and he can take some of the playmaking duties away from Hubbard. I let Hubbard focus more on scoring. He averaged only 5 assists per game last season. It's going to be less moving up from the Sun Belt to the SEC as it would be, I'm sure. But I do think that fit to next to Hubbard could be good. I think could be pretty good. The Vanderbilt fit intrigues me as well, just because we saw what Mark Binghamton has done with versatile guards. Took a Vanderbilt team that didn't appear to have a lot of talent on paper, took them to the NCAA tournament last season, his first year there. He strikes me, and then JMU was filled with guards who could do a little bit of everything as well. I would look at Conway as potentially being like a Terrence Edwards type.
We interrupt this sleepers video to talk directly to you, our loyal listener. Have you ever found yourself watching us two idiots thinking, hey, I wish there was a very easy, small way for me to show a token of my appreciation for all of their hard work on all these videos I love to watch? Well, now we have just the way to do that.
Thanks to the beautiful folks over at Underdog Fantasy. They are helping us out this month, presenting a lot of the content coming out this month, giving you a chance with a amazing offer that you can use using our promo code that Gregory will tell you more about.
Yeah, so college hoop season's over, but we got like big time golf tournaments. The NBA playoffs are coming. Baseball season's underway. There's still a bunch of sports on. There's still a bunch of ways to play with Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SLEEPERS. As a new customer, you can get up to 1,000 bonus credits plus a free pick. It's one of the most fun ways to play. It's a great way to support us. And on some actual like non-ad read stuff, talking genuinely here, really helps us because if Underdog loves us, if we get a lot of people to sign up, they're going to help us continue to bring you the content that you love. Show your support. Join Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code SLEEPERS. Get up to $1,000 in bonus credits and a free pick.
In a Binghamton system.
By the way, the only thing Ralph was wrong about with college football is Carson Beck. I just have chosen not to get on him.
Whoa. I
Yeah.
was not. I don't remember being a huge Carson Beck fan. I also won't bring up that I was not high on Houston.
Yeah, that's okay.
The reason I
Uh,
was not high on Houston was because I thought they would collapse, and they didn't. They just Anyways, Tate Conaway.
Listen, if you lose the national championship, you have every right not to be high on somebody. That's the way we'll frame this.
I don't know what more you want from me. I was wrong. But the Indiana visit and the Indiana fit with DeVries, to me, is probably the more interesting of the three, both with possibilities and kind of what his role would be. How would you see that outlook?
Um, DeVries needs shooting. I don't think DeVries is going to play a lineup with multiple guys that can't shoot.
Mhm.
Obviously, at the center position, they're most likely going to have someone that can't shoot. And I think adding another guy to it, I don't know how much burn he gets there. I think it's the most intriguing fit if you're looking for Tatum Conaway to take his game to the next level, right? And by the next level, I don't necessarily mean the NBA, but this is a guy who is a JUCO guy, Diego Pavia route, right? Like you
Yep.
might get 3 years of eligibility out of Tatum Conaway. So I don't look at him as like a 1 year guy. If you're looking for him to grow within the college game, I think Indiana's the best fit. I think it's going to create the most bumps in the road for this specific season, though.
Javon Small is a better shooter than Conaway.
Yes.
But I think Conaway could do a lot of the things Javon Small could do.
That's crazy.
If you were to take Javon Small from Oklahoma State, right, you were not projecting the season he had for West Virginia.
That's fair.
I think you could sell Conaway on being that guy. Or that you could sell me on him having that role. I don't know if he's going to be like an All-American, like Small was in the conversation to be. But I think he could be successful in that, he's got the ball in his hands, he can do a little bit of everything, can make some plays off the bounce for himself and for others. It's what he did at Troy. Like, Troy made the tournament the last 15 games of the season when Troy really turned things around before the NCAA tournament. In those 15 games, he was averaging over 16 points, 5.5 boards, and 5 assists per game. To me, you take that. Like, that shows the ability to do everything pretty efficiently. And I wonder I think if you, let me get my thoughts together. I think you'd want somebody a little bit more established at the high major level to play the Javon Small role if you're at Indiana. But I think Conaway is somebody who could fill that. Like, I don't know if like Conaway's option one on your recruiting board to go fill that role, but he's somebody who, even if you get somebody else, because of the way he plays defense, because of the way he creates, attacks the rim, has a role on your team no matter what.
Yeah, I don't hate that comparison. I think Javon Small is a little bit better at Oklahoma State than Tatum was at Troy, but what everything's relative, right? Whatever the relative leap Javon Small took from Oklahoma State to West Virginia, I could see Tatum taking from Troy to an Indiana.
Yeah. Yeah. Be an interesting fit. See what happens. He's got three good options. I think he'll be an impact player wherever he goes. Name to remember, certainly.